What's up, everybody? 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks since you've seen me. I've got Denise in the house. Amy's on vacation with her mom this week. She is in the chat, though, so feel free to heckle her for going on vacation. Nah, she deserves it. This week, we're sticking with our Thanksgiving theme. We're going to do holiday rolls. These are a real big hit in my house on Thanksgiving. It's a fairly easy recipe. There's just a lot. It's like anything with bread making. It's going to take a little bit of time. You've got a first rise and a second rise. So all that kind of stuff going on. So we want to, we just want to make sure that we are being accurate because we are baking. And with that, we're just going to kind of get going here. So the first thing we're going to do, we are going to use the mixer. That's very loud. I don't need a screwdriver. I did earlier. I'm going to have it over here, hopefully to mitigate some of the sound that it comes out. And it's only about 5 minutes of mixing. So as we get started, I just want to say sorry for last week. I wish I could have been here or at least had a video for you guys. I was sick as a dog earlier in the week, and so I didn't get shooting an episode and then get time to edit it and that kind of stuff. So we just went ahead and took a week off. It's fine. I was out camping for the weekend, so that's always fun. But as we're kind of moving forward here, we're gonna trudge on. So one of the first things I want to do here is I want to get 3/4 of a cup of milk into the microwave because we need to boil it, but not scald it. So about 1.5 minutes is what we're going to do here. Again, I'm you want to be accurate when you're, when you're working with baking because everything is, kind of dependent on the proportions being correct. Somebody once told me that cooking is art, baking is science. It's kind of probably true. Okay, I'm going to put it here in this container this is 4 cups. And the only reason I'm doing that is because I don't want it to boil over. So I'm just going to go ahead and add that to the container here. And then I'm going to get some paper towel real quick, and we're just going to cover it. And into the old chef mic here for 1 minute, 30 seconds. While we're doing that, you want to take a 1/4 cup of butter, and you're going to unwrap it here. And you're going to want to get it into kind of, I don't know, I want to cut it up because it's going to go in this milk. And we're going to, so I just, get it into manageable pieces here. And that way, once it gets into the milk, it can melt. And it also has the added bonus of adding, cooling down the milk because we are going to mix the yeast mixture into that. And so we're going to do that now. Okay, so your dry active yeast, you could use just one packet, but we're going to, I've got this. And so this is, one of those packets is equivalent to about 2 1/4 teaspoons. So I'm just, I'm going through this. Do you guys make a lot of rolls yourself during, do you have a bread accoutrement that goes with your, not accoutrement, accompaniment, jeez, that you use that besides rolls? I don't think I make rolls any other time of the year except for Thanksgiving. So I don't know why. They're delicious. You're gonna see at the end of the day here. So I've got 2 1/4. We're gonna let that sit. So you're gonna have to juggle. We're gonna be doing like 2 things at once here. So I'm gonna set that on the side, and then I'm gonna add our butter to it. So it's gonna I'm just gonna let it sit there. The heat, there's enough carryover heat that it will go ahead and go to that. So I am gonna reuse this. I'm gonna put you want about temperature of, I don't know, between 85 and 90 degrees. Think about it this way. It should be slightly cold to touch because not slightly cold. It should be tepid because your body temperature is 98.6, so this is lower than that. So we're getting, oh, right there, look at that. Jeez, I'm like right on the money. And I'm just mixing this in there. And the only other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of sugar. And it's mostly because the yeast are dry and we're activating them, and I want them to have a, I want them to be able to have something to eat. So you want to let this sit for about, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes to let it bloom and sort of come alive. And I'm just doing a quick stir just to kind of break it up and also dissolve it. We have these things from IKEA. They're coffee stirrers, but I don't see one today. So I use those, and that works really, really good. I probably should just buy one specifically for baking. So, ooh, yes, it is a new whisk. It's I'm monitoring chat a little bit too. So this, because Amy's not here to filter for me, I have to do both. So she's talking in that. I would so let this sit, and then I'm just going to place it over here for a few minutes, and then let's talk. We need an egg. So we're going to take this. This is too big. I don't know what. I was prepared, and then I wasn't prepared, and now we're just getting a small one. So I bought these eggs today because I found out we were out of eggs, and they are heirloom fresh, blue and brown eggs. But I wanted to show you. Look how brown those things are. But I've used the blue ones and one of the brown ones today, and all the blue ones that I've used have had a double yolk. So let's go 3 for 3 and see if we can get a double yolk out of that. It doesn't matter that there's a double yolk. They are smaller. So we'll see. Oh man, this is a lot of pressure. Let's hope it happens. Come on, double yolk. Damn! Nope. So I know. I worked. That was too much of a buildup. That's my fault.
You better open some more.
Yeah. But again, look how they're like super orange yolks, if you can see that. It's pretty crazy. So, yeah. So I'm just going to mix this up. I'm going to make some eggs tomorrow, maybe, and do that. So I just want to get this sort of broken up because it's all going to come together here fairly soon. So now that that's done, let's check on our butter here and our milk. I'm doing a lot of prep here because everything's going to start to come together pretty fast, and then we just want to be prepared for it. So just doing a little mix up. That's all pretty much, yeah, perfect. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take, I'm going to take this, and then we're going to, this is what we got going on there. It's a little bit foamy. You can see there's like activity, there's bubbles and things happening. That's what you want, okay? So we're going to put this in there. I always like to have a little spatula here so that I can just pull this in here. I want to get everything out of here. Ooh, there's stuff going on in the background. I don't know what it is, but we want to, now that this is cooled, we're also going to put that directly in there. Again, I want all that nice stuff. I worked so hard to heat it up, and I put the butter in there. It's flavor. This is one of my favorite kind of bread recipes because the end result is so light and fluffy. I really love the end result of these because, I mean, really are. I'm going to switch this around to sort of cool off the milk and butter mixture a little bit. That's going to help because I'm going to put eggs in here, and I don't want them to turn into scrambled eggs. So just kind of add those down the side. And we're going to I'm going to try and talk loud while that mixer is mixing, but at the same time, I'm going to kind of show you the end result we're going to be looking for as we go. So, all right, so that's done. We don't need that anymore. We don't need that anymore. Okay, so now I'm going to go over here, and now I'm going to try my hardest to not put my back to you. But I am an amateur, so I'm going to do my best. This does also call for a 1/4 cup of sugar. That they are a little sweet, which is actually good. They're really good. I'm adding the sugar now because in baking, you consider sugar as a liquid because as it will, that's the volume that it will go up. So what do we got here? Ooh.
Nice East cookie.
Yeah. We got all kinds of. No, Amy is in Oregon, Kim, currently. Hey, Scott, what's up, buddy? Okay, so now we've got that in there. I've added that, and we need 1 teaspoon of sugar or salt. I've got kosher salt here, and teaspoon. Again, I'm adding that at the same time because I want it to dissolve, and I'm just going to turn this on. Oh, I gotta helps if you lift the bowl. So we're gonna lift the bowl, and we're just gonna let that go for a few minutes, sort of round and round and round to mix the things up and get it really emulsified. Not emulsified, but you know what I mean. Mixed together. And then the next thing we are going to do is we're going to take this AP flour, and we're going to mix it in here. Now you want to do this, we're going to use 3.5 cups. So do it 1 cup at a time, let it mix together, let it come into a form, and then you're going to turn it up to about, I'd say if on a KitchenAid, you want to go 4 to 6 and let it go. And then that's going to go for 5 minutes and it's going to come together. But we're going to, we're going to be as scientific as we can here, as we are on side dish, that is. And all I'm doing is I'm adding this one. I'm just dumping this one right in. The reason why is, again, all I'm doing is just getting it so that the liquid, when I turn it up, it's not like, and we got flour and we got liquid all over the place. So, yes, I have taken the cage off the mixer. And the reason I did that is so that you guys could have a better viewpoint of what's going on. So the sacrifices I make for you, the audience, is my health. I am doing it a little ways back. And so I am turning it up a little bit because I want this to get to batter-like consistency. And then I'm going to add the rest of the flour. Now, I'm going to take the full cup, the 3rd full cup, and I'm going to put it in there. And again, we're just getting it so that it comes together. And then slowly we're going to drizzle the 1/2 cup in to get it to really get into the ball and sort of start to beat it and get beat. So I got to tell you, I put in a lot of work for this episode today. You'll see as we get going here. But so now that I've got this kind of together, I'm going to turn it up and we're going to let it go. And I'm going to get this 1/2 cup ready. And that way we'll be ready to go. And then I'm going to get this thing out of the way. And then Denise is trying her best to help me, but I'm trying to do her job, my job, and we're both trying to do both of our jobs today. So I hope everything's good. Oh, hold on, I'll show you. So normally, here I am. Normally it has this thing on there. It's a cage that comes down. So it is a commercial. It actually is a commercial KitchenAid. This is when we bought this house. It was a gift to myself. So, is the sound okay? So, oh, I'm sorry. Amy has a good question. I am using the dough hook attachment. Okay. I'm going to try and attempt this, and then we can take a look. But, so this is what we're at right now. It is, you know, it's pretty goopy. So you can see there's still flour in there, but as we go, when I start adding this other half a cup, and it may take a little bit more, I don't know. You know, this is, it's, you know, it says 1 egg, but is 1 egg the same all the way across? Especially if you earlier were trying to do something like this, and oh yeah, you had 2 yolks. Is the fat content different? So keep that in mind as you're baking. You know, this stage is like just to sort of watch as stuff comes together, and it's going to start to. It's already starting to climb the dough hook, which is good. It's going to start. The gluten is our friend here, and I know for our gluten-free friends out there, the gluten isn't your friend. But these rolls rely on it because they're light and airy and fluffy, and you only are going to get that consistency with a good gluten network. And so and gluten is the mixture of flour and water together, and then that's what we're doing now. So yeah, and now we're going to just add a little bit here. Let it go. So it's already starting to tighten up, the dough is, and so it's, the more flour you're adding, but this is a fairly tacky dough, so it's pretty sticky when it, when you handle it. It's gonna kind of have a little spring to it. Are you a gluten friend, Ted? Because that's what I want to know. I mean, you're a friend to many, but I'm just wondering if you're gluten's friend. So I can already tell that I'm just gonna put the rest of this in there. Because I know for a fact, whoa, we got a little flour mess there. So now it's just coming together. It's gonna you're gonna see. I would bet you're probably gonna need to add a teeny bit more flour to this, just because it's wetter than previous batches I have done. But I am going to set a timer for 5 minutes now that I've added the last of the flour, and it's going to be good. So what do I need next? Oh, while that's happening, take a nice bowl. I like this one. Take some, this is avocado oil spray, but that's just what I had. And you're gonna liberally spray this around, okay? We do not want this to stick. So that's the reason. Where did I do it? Oh, it's over here. Saran wrap. We're gonna need that. Actually, I don't know where it is. Is it in here? What is your saran wrap? I don't know where my lid thingy is. So, yep, this is definitely gonna need some more flour. So, I'm gonna go on screen here to my fancy, and now I'm just gonna add a little bit. See, I grabbed an indeterminate amount. Ooh, Amy says it's with the strainers. Do I see it? I don't see it. Hello. It's not with the strainers, but Olga could have put it anywhere, and that is probably what it is, where it's at. I'm going to add just a little bit more of this because you can tell. So as it's turning in there, the bottom of it is starting to pull away, and as it's going, this is going to start to come together, and I'm just going to leave it as it is. Oh, hey, Duffy, what's up? Ha-ha! Third time's a charm. We found it. Woohoo! I hope everybody's good. I will say, I like, again, we're talking about Thanksgiving stuff. I'm going to have a couple of things that take a little bit longer. I'm going to do those. I'm going to do those in long form, where I just film them beforehand. And the reason is because, like, when we're talking about green bean casserole or stuffing, it bakes for 40 some minutes. Now, I could do what I'm doing tonight and like bake 2, but the amounts I'm going to be making are atrocious. So you don't, it's like, it's enough for 12 people at least. So don't do what I do. Okay, so we got 3 minutes on this. All right, let's talk the world. What's going on with you guys? Is everybody good? Everybody healthy? We're good. We're healthy. We just found out this week that the university where I work is going to be going online for classes after Thanksgiving. So that'll be an interesting thing that's happening. And then, we're kind of just there. We got 2 minutes left. I'm so excited because we're gonna have some side dish magic happening here really soon, and you guys are gonna be like, oh, no, not really. It's probably something you've seen before. It is cooled down significantly here in Reno the last couple of days in Sparks, where we are. It was only a high of 70 today. We have some cloud cover. I'm hoping we get some rain because we have not had rain in a good while. So,
Amy would like to know what speed the mixer is currently on.
Ooh, the mixer currently is on 4. It goes to 10, so it's a little bit below medium. It goes 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. But if you go between the actual numbers, you can get to. So I just bumped it up to 5. I'm going to bump it down. We have about 45 seconds left. Vegas to buy the pool. You're brave to go to Vegas. It's like a hot spot for a while. So I will tell you, these are real popular. I think I said that before. But my friend Teresa, if any of the Branstaders are in the crowd, my friend Teresa loves these. Like I think it was one of the first Thanksgiving she came over and she was pregnant. I swear she ate almost a dozen of these by herself. So that is crazy. And now I don't have to shout. Bring the level down. Okay. Turn that off. So, come on. Give it up. You gotta do that first. So now I'm going to just show you that. Look how stretchy that is. That's crazy. So I'm just going to get as much of that off of there. It is going to stick to you, but you're going to tell here in a minute. Pull this out, and it's going to be, you're going to be able to, you got some good stretch. And see how it stretches, but it's not going to rip. That's what we're looking for. Okay. So all I'm doing now is I'm sort of massaging it underneath to form this bubble. And it's going to be nice and supple and soft. And this is just going to go in here. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to give it a shake. And I want to cover the whole thing in the oil because it's going to help keep it moist. And then this thing goes on top. And it is perfect size for this. And then this goes for an hour. And I'm going to hand this off camera here. And you're going to go, what? Now what? We have to wait a whole hour to see what happens? The answer to that is no. Because I have been cooking since 4 p.m. today. All right. This is what it comes out as. Look at that. Doubled in size. It's got some air into it. We are going to turn out onto our board here. And now this is where you don't have to do this, but this is where my brain comes into play here. I like to have things sort of orderly and put together. This is a 9x13 pan. You want to oil this because this is what we're going to bake in, and we're gonna basically what we're doing now is we're gonna pull these And so that's a lot, but it's gonna be worth it. So what I'm gonna do is punch out a little bit of the air here and just turn it on itself. And then, and now the person that me being sort of anal retentive, I want to know how much this weighs. 982 pounds. Quickly, what's 982 divided by 12? Come on, I know somebody out there is smarter than me. I bet you I think it's around 79 point something. I'm going to guess. Or maybe it's like 82. I don't know. No, not pounds. It's kilograms. 982 kilograms. So 982 divided by 12. Go. I'm just going to start pulling here, and then if I'm close, well, that's too much. That's 99. 982. Now, I will tell you, as you can see, I have swap outs here. The other ones have been different weights. Now, why is that? Because I did put more flour on this one, so I don't know. So I just cut that off, and I'm sort of like weighing it, right? But if I was just going to take this, I would round it into a ball, get it into a relatively even shape.
81.83.
Oh man, I said 82. That's pretty close, and I'm not very good at math. And you would just, you would want to, cut it in half, and then you just keep cutting it in half. So what do we got there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, that didn't help. I should have cut it in thirds. Man, I am not smart sometimes. But either way, we know what we want. 82. So that's 116. We'll just cut it down until we get close. 89, 82. And this is where another thing. So the same technique we did by making it into the big bowl is that we're just going to sort of pull it taut among itself, and we're going to tuck underneath. And the thing that I like to do is just sort of take my thumb and my pointer finger here and make a little cup. And then I like to take my other hand and just sort of push it together and then squeeze. Squeeze. And now we're going to, so now we just take that and we're going to do that 12 more times. Again, I might not show you all 12, but I'm going to do 4 so you can see sort of the rowing that we want to do. And then it's too much. Again, guesstimates are fine, right? They're all going to come together. So I've got an oven preheated to 350 degrees. You want to, let's see, it's 726. You probably want to bake these for about 15 to 20 minutes, but I would watch until they're nice and brown. And again, see, oh, look at that. It's so nice and uniform. That's just beautiful to me. So cutting these down. It's 90. Man, I'm not good at this. 81. 82. Okay. But I'll show you, and then I'll show you what the tray is going to kind of look like here in a sec. So if I've done everything correctly and I did my timing right today, which who knows? I mean, again, I was running around, like Denise can attest, I was running around with my head cut off like when she got here because I was like, I don't know what's happening. Prepping the stream, doing all kinds of fun stuff. So 72, 91. There we go. Okay. So as we'll move forward, don't worry, none of this is going to waste. I'm going to actually take what we've been doing here. So the stuff that's raising now and this, which will be going into these containers, I'm going to actually probably freeze this as dough balls. And then those can be kept in your freezer. And when you're ready for Thanksgiving, pull them out the night before, let them defrost in your fridge. And then in the morning, just stick them out. So what we got is basically I've got 4, and I'm going to do 3 rows of 4, but I've got them evenly spaced. The reason you want to give them some room is these are, when they raise up, they are going to go from this, they're going to go to this, okay? And they're going to even, so they've filled in here. And these are even going to go Doug's Dollops of Dough. That is true. That is a good name. Maybe I should, that's what should be my bakery's name. And then these are ready. So these have been rising for an hour. You want them to come back up to a rising, and then your oven should be good to go. And let's see what the magic of television here does for us, because it's going to be amazing. Ooh. I don't know, Denise. I think we might be too good at this these days. So
terrible.
I'm going to put these in here. Now, I'm probably going to put these back in there. And you're like, Doug, why would you do that? They look beautiful. They do. I like them to have a little bit more color on top. I'm going to bet that these probably need about 2 to 3 more minutes. So I'm going to just throw them back in there with these ones. And then we'll just let them, we'll do it. That's the, Now, how many do I make for Thanksgiving? Well, I started making just 2 dozen. We quickly found out that was not enough. Everybody loves them, and if Teresa's going to eat a dozen by herself, then yeah, you're gonna want to take that into account. Do you got people in your life who are? That's 84. That was good. That's 84. I'm just gonna take a little off there, but that just love bread more than anybody. Oh, don't you worry, Duffy. There's some bread. There is some butter coming. I've got some softened butter over here that I'm just gonna kind of lightly dollop on and then sort of let it. I don't know. Anyways, we'll just use a spoon. But we're gonna. I mean, again, we're getting close. The dogs are in their kennels and they're not happy about it. Be quiet, Jackie. It's okay. So I'm just going to power through these while those are finishing up. I'd say, again, 20, 25 minutes, 15 to 25 minutes. Just keep checking on them, right? Do this in the morning. And then right before you're going to serve, just throw them in there. Take the butter at that point, throw them on top, throw them back in there, and let them rise. And then you're going to have a good time because they're going to come out hot. And I'm going to show you when we pull these out and we put the butter on, it's going to be really good. Nope, quiet. And then, so I'm just going to I'm going to finish this roll. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. They make excellent vessels for turkey sandwiches the next day. They're light, they're fluffy. They can handle the heaviness of everything because you put a little gravy on there and everything. Oh man, they just soak that right up. So, what do we got here? What is everybody's plans for Thanksgiving this year? Who knows with the COVID if you're going to if you're going to be able to have big get-togethers or not. We're going to probably modify our plans to be much smaller than normal. And then after that, we're kind of just go from there. We've already had to modify like Halloween, but I'm hoping that maybe by November, the end of November, we'll have a better understanding of where things are. So, so what are you guys doing for your Thanksgiving? Are you modifying it? Are you staying home? If you would normally travel, no awkward get-togethers that last too long. Yes. I would imagine that for our friends who are don't like big crowds. I'm sure that shut-ins is probably not the nice term, but that's what we are. We're shut-ins. I will tell you though, I am at the point where I miss my people. I don't miss all people, but I miss my people. So, I mean, that's part of the reason we started doing this in the first place, right? Is that we wanted to reconnect with people that we haven't seen and, get together. And this is a way for me. Florida, I don't think you want to go to Florida, Ted. I think that you may. Ooh, a giant indoor gathering. Perfect. I think you're alluding to something else, but I'm not gonna take that bait. So we got 2 more to make here, and they're gonna be a little bit smaller because who knows? Weight measurements they're weird. I made some bigger, some smaller. Guess what? They're all gonna eat the same, and you're gonna love them. So, ooh, yeah, I can tell we made the right decision to put them back in. You're going to see when we take them out. So, they are getting nice and brown on the top, and that is what we're looking for. So, now I'm going to cover this with saran wrap once I finish it, and we'll take the other ones out because they are ready to come out. So, all right. That's it. So that's basically what you're looking for. You want them, spaced apart. And now just take your saran wrap or cling wrap or whatever you call it. I call it saran wrap. Some people call it cling wrap. What do people call it where you're from? Probably just saran wrap. I mean, I'm probably just being crazy, and then we want to let this, again, we're going to let it ride for an hour. And then we're going to bake them. But back to the good stuff. So, a couple of things. Oh, yeah. Ooh. So, look at that. Look at the puff that they got in the oven too. It's that nice brown coloring on the top. And talk about rising time again. Oh, okay. So first rise is at least an hour. Make sure it gets about double in size, but 1 hour for the first rise, and then another hour. So it's about 2 hours of rise time and about 20 to 25 minutes of bake time. So you got to wait 2.5 hours to get them, but it's gonna be worth it. Oh, let me get the butter dish, which is a cow. Moo. All right, so I had to cover the butter because one of the cats was trying to lick it today. But we're just gonna do a little spread here. Denise is graciously giving me a butter knife, and we're just gonna add this right on the top of every one of these and get them nice and buttery. And this is gonna add just the best. You can add it in the middle, add it up. I just like sort of giving it a little bit on the top and then letting it sort of, but oh yeah. Don't worry, everybody. I'm going to crack one of these bad boys open and Denise or I are going to enjoy them. Real good. I would never let delicious rolls go to waste, especially when they're hot and delicious. Oh, the cat is mad. The other cat has to eat his wet food in the bedroom and he wants some real bad. So he doesn't get to. So, all right. Oh, it's so delicious. Here we go. I'm going to also use this to cut them apart. All right. Come on. Oh, yes. I'm so excited right now, Denise. Okay. Come on. Give it up. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, that is hotter than hell. But
Look good looking.
Look at that. It's a corner piece. Do you like the middle? Do you like the sides? Or do you like a corner piece like that? I like a corner piece because you get this nice crusty all the way around it with good buttery. Oh, hold on. We're gonna get the good shot here. We're gonna open this thing up. Oh, it's so hot. I can't even. Hot tea machi. Holy Moses, it's hot. Now, you want to let this rest. I'm not the rest of them. I'm going to let rest for a little. But it's the magic of TV. I want to show you. Oh, look at that steam! Holy moly!
Show the middle of it.
Yeah. So now you can see sort of. Look at that pillowy, soft, delicious, buttery. Mmm. All right, so I'm going to add some butter to this side, and then I'm going to take the top off, and I'm going to give Denise the other side, and we're going to enjoy this. And you guys, I hope you bake these. I will, I promise. I have the recipe right here. I even have it in a Word file. I will put it up tonight and in the description, so come back and find it. What is that?
That's good.
So we did it. We made it to another one. Oh my God, it's so good. They're light. They're pillowy. Don't make no. Yeah, woo, that's real good. That's for you guys because I got a little dance there. Oh my God. Okay. Thanks for coming. Next week, I don't know what we're going to do next week. We'll see. We camping next week?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, pre-produced. That'll be good because I can do. I'm going to use Scott, who's in the chat. Graciously let me. He sent me over their green bean casserole recipe. So we're gonna it's the first viewer recipe, everybody. So we're gonna use that recipe. It's like you make your own. You make your own crunchy onions. Oh man, I can't wait. It's going to be amazing. So we're going to get that going. I'll probably be filming either tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. Tomorrow's my 12th anniversary. Happy anniversary there, Aim. And tomorrow we're going to be just kind of hanging out. Monday, probably end up filming an episode. But yeah, I love you all. Thank you for watching as always. Make sure you tell somebody about Side Dish. If they've never seen it, show them an episode together. I mean, this is made to be watched with people. Yeah. Just remember to be kind to each other, be loyal to each other, and do something nice for somebody this week. And we'll see you next week. Bye. It's so good.